BPM, Business Process Management, DMS, Document Management System, KPIs, Key Performance Indicators, e-learning, Electronic Educational Technology, are terms that have gotten the global attention of those interested in improving the organizations they work for. The reason we have put these 4 themes together is because we believe we can help organizations get real solutions from them and their articulation. Solutions that make organizations achieve higher levels than those allowed by the management applications they already use, if any, so they can improve their performance, become more competitive, and increase their value. For instance, in a given organization, we can focus ourselves on a real process, on improving its definition, execution, monitoring, and review, and from there, define and implement some workflows to back up the process at issue. Define and implement the respective documental support. Define and implement its key performance indicators. Define and implement some e-learning courses to facilitate learning itself and the integration of employees and other people who will work in that process. We have the people, the know-how, and the tools to help introduce these improvements in your organization. Next follows a sketch showing how our support can be provided to you, particularly over the web, which makes it more economical and expeditious. Also, it shows how you can benefit from our tools in the cloud for this area, by using any computer, tablet, or even a mobile phone with internet access, anywhere, anytime, without installing anything. Our solutions in support in BPM, Business Process Management, DMS, Document Management System, KPIs, Key Performance Indicators, and e-learning benefit from our extensive experience, both in small and large projects in many sectors and countries. And whether our solutions are for BPM, workflows aiming at making processes smarter and more efficient, document management, targeting the end of paper circulation and the integration of documents with administrative acts, business intelligence, providing management indicators that are essential to decision-making, or e-learning, providing permanent training over the web, they are efficient and economical solutions. Let's see a few examples of what we can do. Implement workflows in different areas, such as human resources, finances, operational area, and others, so that the tasks can be flawless by following the workflows. Let's look at these examples. Events, proposals, absenteeism, invoices, purchases. Implement document management so that, with a click, you can have access to your documents and rid yourselves of paper circulation. Implement business intelligence, KPIs, in order to make smarter decisions. Implement e-learning to assist the organization in providing training and information at the lowest cost. Please note that our solutions in these 4 areas are available in the cloud, so there is nothing to install. You just need internet access. Moreover, these solutions combine our own innovative software with market standards, such as Process Maker for workflows, Alfresco for document management, Pentaho for business intelligence, and Moodle and Xerte for e-learning. Let's take a look at what these tools can do. Without going into theoretical discussions, for what concerns us in terms of the implementation of quick, economic, and effective solutions, it should be noted that in our methodology, a process comprises workflows, and these relate to tasks articulated in a fashion to achieve certain goals. Processes and workflows are often transversal to organizations, comprising multiple types of interveners playing different roles in different departments. Now, tasks are usually performed by a particular type of interveners in a given department. Based on this framework, we can intervene in an organization to help it implement one or more workflows. Being set and clear what the goal is, it's possible to define the workflow needed to achieve such a goal and implement it quickly and economically, thus adding immediate value to the organization concerned. We remind you that workflows contribute in many ways to improving the functioning of organizations. Right at the definition of a workflow, the methodology used compels organizations to rethink the tasks that compose it, along with its chaining, who intervenes and does what, and so on. Once implemented, they become schemes that are simple and easy to understand by all those who perform activities related to them, thus reducing errors and increasing productivity. On a daily basis, they can support the accomplishment of the tasks comprising them, thus allowing the registration of the data of what is being done, who is doing it, to whom, when, where, why, and so on. They also allow the real-time monitoring of what is happening in an organization at a given time, with regard to what is treated in the workflows, from the tasks underway to what has been done and is to be done, times and additional information. Thus, the management board can intervene in order to attend to any failure and gather information that is essential to the continuous improvement of workflows and processes. Let's illustrate that. Let's illustrate a very simple workflow concerning the treatment of events. We are using Process Maker, a standard market tool, which is one of the key elements that, together with our proprietary software, we provide for the implementation of workflows in our services platform in the cloud. As shown by the diagram of this workflow, the following steps were taken into account. Creation of the event in the system, followed by 2 parallel tasks, hire people for the event, and get the materials required. Pre-event check to see if everything runs accordingly, and if it is a sales event, then sales should be accounted, and evaluation of the events upon their completion. This is a workflow deliberately simplified for the sole purpose of this video. However, in practice, workflows can be defined along with the complexity deemed convenient for each organization. Let's see, once defined the workflows, how they become a useful and easy-to-use application. A user accesses the application, and here is the starting point for dealing with what he has to do in his workflows. As we can see, this is something similar to a mailbox, but instead of emails received, there are workflows and tasks we have to deal with. Let's first see some events either in progress or completed. Here's the first case, the annual Christmas party for the employees, in which the task we have to perform is to evaluate it. That is, as defined in the workflow, the event has already taken place and we have to evaluate it. Here's the second case, a birthday party, and we are still in the process of hiring people and allocating materials for the event. This is, therefore, what we have to do here. There is also another one, a fair, an event we want to give priority to right now. It is a sale at the Lisbon Fair, comprising 2 tasks to be performed: hiring people and allocating materials. We will start by allocating materials to the event. We will take 2 different types of materials to this event: promotional materials and sales materials themselves. Regarding promotional materials, we will take an exhibitor, the quantity 1, and the code EXAGE01. Now, regarding sales materials, we will use model planes, 100 of them. And here is its code, PLA01. We have already chosen the materials we will take, and so we will continue working on the workflow. We indicate whom the next person to intervene in the process is and continue. We have already dealt with the allocation of materials, and so it now comes to hiring people. In this case, we will indicate the collaborator's name, his contact phone number, the date, and the period. In this case, we choose morning, and click on Continue. And so we have finished the second task we had to do, and now, going back to the listing, to the event Sales at Lisbon Fair, what is left to do next is the pre-event check. Therefore, we are always aware of what we have to do in the workflows, and as we accomplish the tasks, the system indicates what to do next. Naturally, we can always start a new event that is not in the work list yet. To that end, we just click on New Case. We begin by naming the case we want to start, for instance, meeting room painting. Now, we would have to resume this case by hiring people, allocating materials, and so on, following the workflow. There, we have briefly shown how to use workflows. An actual organization can have multiple workflows set to use according to its needs. Each organization can develop their own workflows as required. Gradually, it can have increasingly more workflows to optimize processes, always relying on the help of our experienced consultants. Based on this, we can improve the functioning of different areas by performing the necessary tasks flawlessly. Document management can have a very broad scope. Its implementation can start only with the traditional documents that enter and leave organizations, along with some scanning of documents on paper. Then, this can be quickly extended to the internal documents that circulate among organization units or departments and staff, and also to the administrative acts related thereto. Finally, we can create a repository containing all the documents of the organization concerned, along with facilities to handle and process them. Digital, scanned documents can be attached to the records of many applications, particularly to the tasks of the workflows referred to above, thus allowing the access, processing, and circulation of documents in electronic format, therefore eliminating paper circulation. It should also be noted that these facilities allow the compliance with major requirements of the QMS, Quality Management System, particularly those of the ISO 9000-2008 standards. For the provision of document management in our services platforms in the cloud, we also use proprietary software in conjunction with a market standard, Alfresco. With regard to our proprietary software for this area, we highlight our module M510, Office and Document Management, among others. However, we will not illustrate them on this video, as they have videos of their own available on our website. Let's focus on the Alfresco facilities, whose administrator dashboard is now being displayed. Note that in our services platforms in the cloud, we can reduce the need for technical expertise of our customers on the facilities we provide, namely by dealing ourselves with their technical administration. In other words, to have a sound document management based on our software and Alfresco, there is no need of specialized technicians, We take care of everything. You just need internet connection and that is it. Therefore, we will not talk about the administration facilities available in here. Let's instead see an example of a document site that can be designed and made available to the users of our customers. The user has entered his login and password and immediately accessed his folders, namely budgets, contracts, invoices, meetings, and presentations. Let's access the invoices. And here they are. In this case, let's check this invoice, phone bill. Through a simple click, we can view it immediately and without any paper circulation. However, of course, Alfresco allows much more than that. On the right is a whole range of possibilities. Just to mention one very useful facility, we can access this option to share documents. And if permission is granted, we can copy this link and send it to whom we wish to share this document, and the person at issue will immediately view it as well. There are certainly options that are more advanced, for instance, working together on the same document with version control and so on. However, for the time being, this brief exemplification of the use of Alfresco suffices. Key indicators have always been essential for good management practices. Nowadays, however, key indicators, the KPIs, are needed more than ever before, for it is vital to go further and make businesses smarter and smarter. Businesses backed up by increasingly detailed information and even information obtained in real-time analytics, to support decision-making from the strategic to the operational level. In this context, we can assist you with our expertise and tools in a quick and economical way, either in the simplest approaches to the implementation of a set of indicators or approaches that are more complex and ambitious, aiming at integrated business intelligence systems. Here are some illustrative examples. As in the areas referred to earlier on, with regard to business intelligence, we also rely on our proprietary software coupled with a market standard, Pentaho. The aim is to provide, on dashboards like this one, in a synthetic and interactive way, sets of business key performance indicators, the KPIs. These dashboards combine both the numerical and graphic representations of the information. On the left are the key numbers. Here's an evolutive chart consisting of multiple lines. A bar chart down below. And here's a donut chart. Of course, these dashboards allow for interactivity. Let's, for instance, see the data of a different year, 2005, or a different month, February. Also, this does not require technical expertise from our customers about what we provide. There is no need of specialized technicians to have good management indicators. We take care of everything. Let's see, for the sake of illustration, more examples of dashboards. Another one. And this last example. E-learning has already gained ground as a key means for the continuous training of the public in general. Nevertheless, our focus is on the professionals of organizations, from the least to the most specialized levels. The constant movement of people, admissions, dismissals, promotions, job relocations, or simply new projects require ongoing and systematic training under pains of having a body of poorly informed professionals and without the necessary expertise on what they have to do. Note we are talking about changes happening all the time, and which can affect a single person only. Traditional training does not respond to this, and besides, it's much more expensive. This is where we can help you with e-learning, by providing, from the start, at low costs and without installing anything, the facilities needed to create courses and manage them over the web, to whoever is accredited to do so. We can also provide, whenever necessary, experienced consultancy to help you shape e-learning courses from texts on any area you provide us with, or even fully develop the contents in case these fall within the areas we master. Training via e-learning can start with simple and short courses, addressing common procedures, what to do, when, how, by whom, in certain situations and activities. Then, if necessary, we can evolve to a training that is more advanced and complex. Let's illustrate this. The goal is to have in the organization a website containing courses, whether oriented to specialized training or simple transmission of information on procedures and standards to be met. That's why we use Moodle, a standard tool in this field, or Exerte, that facilitates the development of contents and comply with SCORM standards. Let's see and illustrate how this works. The employee needs training or information on a given subject, and so has accessed the company's website and is on the page on the interface of Altoga software. The interface of our applications is common to over 50 modules we provide in different areas. He clicks and accesses the desired course. We notice several chapters: Introduction, Menus, Criteria, Work List, etc. Let's access the chapter about menus. We click here to move forward on the course and see a new slide containing an explanatory text. As seen in the interface model, the starting point is always a menu, no matter if it sums up to a link only. Each module has at least one base menu with the features presented as follows. There is little to say about the base menus. They are simple and intuitive. We cannot forget that by drawing out the links of these menus, users can make their own menus and provide access to them as they wish, on favorites, on the organization's website pages, and so on. Moving on to the next slide, we see more texts on the menu along with two links. One about the option to choose, and the other about help texts. Links through which we can deepen the subject on this topic, but we will disregard this for now. Let's continue. An important aspect is that, when choosing an option in a menu, this does not close, so another option can be chosen later on. We move forward to another slide, which points to an option in detail. And so, we would move on in the course. Returning to the beginning of the course, we see that the chapter about the menus is number 2. Well, the system allows tests to be taken at the end of each chapter so we can move on to the next chapter. If you have accessed the chapter on menus, it is because we have passed the test on the introduction chapter. Let's check what test it was. Here it is, and consisted of one question only. What's the sequence of steps in order to work with the Altoga interface? It was allowed to choose one from 3 possible answers. After answering the question correctly, we could then move on to the next chapter. The complexity of tests may be the one that you wish, given the desired end. This was just an illustrative example. And this is it. We have introduced the e-learning tool we provide in the cloud. Naturally, the courses themselves must be prepared, and this can be done with our support if necessary. However, the tools Moodle and Xerta we provide are well known to the market, and there are many professionals with knowledge on them that can also help you prepare their contents. Process optimization, implementation of workflows, document management, obtainment of KPIs, and the use of e-learning. You can rely on both our experience and tools regardless of the business area and organization. Nevertheless, of course, there are areas in which we can, based on our extensive experience, provide solutions with less information needs and involvement on the customer's part, and based on the best market practices we know well. Notwithstanding, we can help you in all areas, so we briefly highlight the areas in which our expertise, our knowledge of market practices, is greater. Also, we take the time to address a few specific issues in this type of projects. In short, we offer over 50 web-based management modules covering all business areas, to which we add the tools for process optimization, implementation of workflows, document management, business intelligence, and e-learning referred to in this video. However, we offer much more than that. We can develop on-demand web-based applications in the cloud quickly and economically. Everything always web-based, so customers need not install anything, just need internet connection and that is it. Moreover, being in the cloud makes all the difference. Access anywhere, anytime, using a full range of devices, including mobile ones. All that relying on the support of our experienced consultants. And everything done with a broad knowledge of solid market practices we know well in multiple sectors and countries, highlighting services in general and public administration, logistics, ports and warehouses, some types of manufacturing, trade and distribution, projects and works, associations, associates and users, and schools. And all that accredited by a quality certification by Lloyds since 1997. Before ending this video, we would like to give you an idea of how to implement a real project with us, how our support would be, as well as the typical costs implied. Let's see it. In summary, how do we implement projects, with what support and for what cost? What distinguishes us is the cloud. We implement projects in the cloud. We develop services for the cloud. On servers we provide with secure access along with backups on alternative servers made available to customers as well. Why are our solutions economical and quick? Because in the cloud we can use our network of consultants and programmers in several countries, benefiting from those with the most appropriate experience and expertise to each project, being able to make it more economical and quicker. What values are we talking about? Of course, it depends on the project, its dimension and complexity, but we are talking about services implemented in weeks with subscriptions lower than €100 per month. So, what can we do now? Just tells us what your organization needs and we will explain how the cloud can help you subscribing one of our services designed for you with extremely competitive costs, and even diluted in your monthly subscription. We have presented on this video how we can add value to organizations by helping them with know-how and tools to address in an integrated way the management of business processes, document management, key performance indicators, and electronic education. We have shown that we can meet either the initial basic needs of organizations or needs that are more advanced. We can start simple and, if necessary, evolve to solutions that are more comprehensive and integrated. All this always with an excellent benefit-cost ratio. Of course, all the issues addressed on this video can be further deepened in a dialogue with our consultants. We and the network of partners we integrate are fully prepared to listen to and support you.